had my consultation with YorkTest regarding my intolerance results, and we kind of just went through the motions, talked about my results. They asked me if I had any questions regarding them. Honestly, no real questions. Dan has been through some of the intolerances that I actually have. So like the yeast intolerance he's also got the cow's milk intolerance as well. So we're kind of talking about that. We're also talking about my wheat and gluten intolerance. And she said, to be honest, go gluten-free, because everything that wheat is in, gluten is going to be in, because gluten is in wheat. She did say though that I need to avoid barley and rye because that's also got gluten in it too. She also did mention, because Dan has a thing for mini eggs which he should not be eating, and he's very, very naughty because he does eat it, that Sainsbury's do a really, really nice vegan chocolate. So I may have to sneak on down to Sainsbury's and do a little bit of a gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, yeast-free food haul and see if I can find that chocolate, because apparently it is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to see what I can find there, and I'll bring it back and I'll just open the bag and show you what you can actually get from Sainsbury's. So I'll do that in another video. So they did mention not to have any sort of vinegars either, other than spirit vinegars, because vinegar contains yeast, which I sort of already knew about with Dan's, but I wasn't quite aware that it was all vinegars. And this includes things like tomato sauce can't have because it has vinegar in it. Barbecue sauce a lot of the time has vinegar in it, so any sauce is completely off the table. For me, I used to like the odd bit of mayonnaise, you know, with chips and stuff, but because mayonnaise has got egg in it, I can't have that anymore. So all sauces off the table, cannot have it at all. Also, she mentioned with yeast that yeast is in everything that is savoury, so it doesn't matter whether it says that it is gluten-free and it's a savoury product, it has probably got yeast in it somewhere. Unfortunately, yeast isn't a known intolerance at the moment, though it does come up when you do an intolerance test, but it doesn't come up in bold on any of the ingredients list on any food, so it is really, really difficult to try and find it. So other than that, it was absolutely great consultation. You know, we did just talk about this, that and the other, sort of how we're kind of, me and Dan both are actually coping with trying to get rid of a lot of these foods in the diet. I did actually make a little bit of a joke because she's got some of the same intolerances as me, so it made it a lot easier to actually speak to her about the issues that I might have, which is, to be honest, I've been gluten-free and wheat-free before. I've been going yeast-free because of Dan. I've not had proper milk in a very long time because we've had soya, other than sort of things that milk has been in that I've thought, you know what, fancy a snack, I'm just going to have something with milk in it. Things that are going to be difficult for me are the egg, so that is going to be difficult, but it's one of those things with breakfast. At some points I've gone, do you know what, really fancy scrambled egg, and then I've had it and I've gone, don't really like it, to be honest. So not a massive loss from sort of my point of view and the things that I kind of eat anyway. I'm quite lucky because Dan's got a rice intolerance, so he can't eat rice, whereas I can eat rice and I like vegetables and I can have sort of dark meats. I'll just stay away from the light meats, like chicken is my borderline, so I'll stay away from that. But what I did actually say to her was, the easiest thing that I can describe this as is being a gluten-free, yeast-free vegan that eats red meat, because that is pretty much what it is, really. Like I have said before, that is my consultation. I will be doing another one in about 12 weeks. If I wanted to start introducing stuff in about 3 or 4 months, for example eggs, she said try not to do chicken eggs, just try duck eggs first because they are slightly different. And I do actually have a friend that owns a farm up in Derbyshire, so I'll be able to grab some eggs off them, give it a little bit of try, maybe go up there and be like, give me a duck egg, and see what happens from that. But to be honest, I'm probably not going to miss it when I've been through the entire process for about a month. So that's it for my consultation. Do another one in 12 weeks. I will do some food hauls from the different stores imminently, sort of over on the next couple of weeks. I'll try and get those videos sort of online as well for you, and you can see what great things you can get from all the different superstores that are free from and what actually fits into my kind of diet. I'll see you soon. Bye!